Hey everybody, this is Merchant Metals here. They're kind of on my late lunch break. Me and Mason are having some food. Um, 1 second. Okay, so it's definitely the next day. I told you guys I was going to put up a fence and this, that, and the other thing, and well, it's Friday. So I call the village of the town that I'm in to get a fence permit. And they're closed. They're closed on Fridays. They go Monday through Thursday, and they close on Friday. But so I can't do anything without a permit. I know that. But that doesn't mean we can't get the materials we need and stuff like that and make sure we're 100% ready. Then we'll get the permit and we will put the fence up. So I got to travel 45 minutes west of here to get some fence panels that I found on Facebook Marketplace. The guy's got like 28 of these brand new 4x8 foot long fence panels. I only need 3. I'm just going to get 3 off of them. But that's $75 for 3 panels. That's a really good deal. Anywhere else I've looked for one panel is $70 to $80 a piece. So by driving west, I'm going to take my car. We're going to load these panels right on top of the car. That's not going to be a problem. I'll ratchet strap them right down and we'll be good to go. I don't have this part on video, but I went out to around the same place last year to retrieve an axle for my truck. I threw a pallet on top of my car and had the guy put the axle on top with a skid steer. And that was pretty cool. But yeah, so going out and getting these fence panels with a car shouldn't be a problem at all. I'll just go 65 the whole way home so they don't go flying up off the car like a kite. I strap them down pretty good, and I got a good system for that. I've had people in the comments ask me, have you ever put anything on top of your car? And the question for that is, heck yeah, I have. A lot, you know. One of the bigger reasons why I don't do it as much at night when I'm dumpster diving is because it's makes me stick out like a sore thumb at night. If I got a bunch of stuff piled on top and strapped down, it just doesn't look normal, is what I'm saying, to the eyes of like an officer or somebody of the law, whatever. So I tend to not go toward that unless I'm in an area where I know it's totally fine and they know me and this and that and the other thing. But anyways, we're gonna travel west, go get the fence panels over at my ex-old lady's house. We have 4x4 posts. We have 2.5 foot long Ozpost spikes that we're going to use for a base. They basically get hammered or jackhammered into the ground. Then you can fit your 4x4 post in it, and it acts as if it acts as the support for the fence. It's a different alternative for actually digging a hole, pouring concrete, and setting it this and that. I figured, well, I don't want to go that route because the fence is going to go right up to the travel trailer. If I put a post and concrete it in, how am I going to get it out to be able to pull my trailer out of here? And so I'm going to offset an Ozpost spike about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the travel trailer so I can pull out and not take out my fence when I'm trying to leave this winter or this fall, let's call it late fall. So we're going to go get the fence panels. We're going to go get this, the Oz spikes, 4x4 posts. I think I got all the hardware here that I need, and all the tools and everything. So all that's left is to acquire the permit. Once I get that, it's going up quick. Boop, done. And then maybe same day we'll order some gravel and get some gravel in there and create a spot for my car. Because I can't park on the grass, which there's not even grass in that spot, but we'll throw gravel down, make him happy, go by the books. We're legal beagle about it here, you know. So it's just all in an attempt to not have to deal with anybody in the future. Opposed to right now, I got a week to make the change happen. My workbench isn't moving, it's staying right there. I'm holding firm on that. This is Merchant Metals, and me and Mason Boy are going to start heading west after this pizza. Yeah, we'll see you over there.
Turkey, turkey, turkey. Alright everybody, I got the 3 fence panels on top of the car, and I found a semi that's letting me draft off the back of his truck, and it's just really noisy and windy because those highway straps are wrapped around, and then I close the door on them too for extra tightness, I guess you could say. But I'm behind this semi, and the noise reduced, and I am burning a lot less fuel. I'm drafting off of it. But like, if I wasn't behind the semi, you guys wouldn't even be able to hear me right now. But yeah, we got 3 fence panels at 25 bucks a pop. I'm gonna throw some paint on them tonight, and I could build it into a gate even before I put it up. So that's what we're gonna do. But just kind of an update on what's going on. This is Merchant Metals and Mason Boy. That's Mason Boy. Alright, we'll see you at the house. Oh, this stuff's pretty cool, man. We're drafting off of this semi and passing cars. That's nice. Drafting off of this semi, passing other semis. That's great. But yeah, the fence panels, without that semi, man, I would be literally just like going, I'd be struggling to be in control of the car. Let's just say that. These panels are catching a lot of air. The guy's got Ontario plates, man. I got a Canadian truck driver helping me draft. Oh, that's great. What do you think about that, Mason, buddy? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. He's a little swervy too, so that's okay. But it's a good draft situation off of this semi. It is really helping. I didn't even burn through a quarter tank yet. There and back. The back part, I'm burning a lot less fuel. I can't believe the difference in getting being able to draft off of a semi. I can't believe it. Like, it really does help a lot. Has anybody else ever tried to draft off of a semi for long travels? In my case, I got 3 fence panels up top, and I'm creating a lot of wind issue, and it's making my car run hard. But now I'm behind this semi. He's a Canadian semi truck driver. And he's letting me stay right behind him. Usually when they do this, they let you, they'll try to shake you off, you know. But I think he notices that I got stuff on top of the car and that I'm struggling a bit. And I think he's being lenient with me. But we got like, he keeps going off the road, so do I, because I'm in his draft. I'm in the wind draft, the wind tunnel, I guess you could call it. But without that, I'd be able to go like 55 at like 3,000 RPM. But I'm cruising normally, and there's not much wind resistance. And it's just amazing the difference that it could make if you had no choice. Kind of like now, you know. But, all right, we got like 15 more miles, so we'll see you back at the house. This is a 30-mile trip one way. Here we are passing more semi-truck drivers. Dude, this guy can really drive a rig, dude. It's insane. Yeah, we passed 3 semis and a whole bunch of cars. Dude, he's going probably about, he's going like 70, 75. And these panels haven't flown apart yet, thanks to him. Yeah. I'm in his wind tunnel, and he's got his right tires in the shoulder strip that vibrates the car. But he's a pretty good driver. Well, I couldn't thank this guy enough, man. He got me 30 miles all the way down 69. And yeah, man, it was a pleasure drafting behind him. he let me go the whole way. We passed by a number of cars and semis. Like, he's definitely not grandpa driving, that's for sure. But man, I couldn't thank him enough, man. I really appreciate him letting me do that. But I'm getting off at my exit in 0.5 miles, and then he got me all the way from Flint all the way to where I am now. Okay, well, I'm not specifically all that happy with the quality of the fence, but it's going to be good enough, and it's going to serve the purpose that I need it to serve. Okay, I'm going to have to throw some paint on it, obviously, as you guys can see. I don't know, but we're going to get this down and stack it in the back and go get the other materials. We got to go get the 4x4s and the Oz posts and a couple other things, but besides that, we'll have what we need to get started and get finished the same day, I think. But I had to take some of the slats off so I can get a strap around it on them, so I'll have to just tack those back on, but that's not a real big deal at all. So, not a real big deal at all. There. I don't even think they're 6 foot. No, I don't think they are. I think they're shy of 6 feet. But they'll be okay. We're gonna have to paint it up real good, but besides that, we got ourselves some fence. Spin it around. Pretty light fence for 8 foot pieces, but there's some stuff I don't like about it. Like that, like what the hell is that? There wasn't even a slat there, and it's just like, yeah, it's, don't know what to say about that. I'm gonna have to fix it. It's okay, because I got a bunch of 1x at the X-Misses I'm gonna bring over, and I'm gonna fix all of them, and then we're gonna slap some paint on them. I think that's what we're gonna do this evening. See, there goes one that just broke right there. That's okay though, I got a bunch of 1x though, like I just said. Alright. Like, see, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? Like, that one overlaps that one. That's not accurate at all. But I'm gonna rip the ones off that are just garbage. Look at that. That's basically like rotted. See? But we got what we need to fix it real quick, and even if it was still, you know, like, hang on, even if I'm still missing a few slats at 25 bucks a piece, that solves my problem for about half the cost, and I'm totally cool with that. So we just took off the ones that are garbage. These ones are all misaligned though. I don't like that at all.
And I hate these spacings. That's stupid. This is going to be our parts panel. That's exactly what that's going to be. We're going to cut this one up for parts. I should have just got that one for free. See, like, they did good here, but what happened? What is that? And you even put the nails in, but no board. All the other ones we had to take apart though, besides that spot, which is just stupid looking. Like, if you're not gonna do the job right, don't do it at all, because that's just I mean, that's just stupid. But here's our extra ones that we did get. But I got one by over there, so anything that's not good is gonna get replaced. Like, see that? What happened? Why is it like that? You know what I mean? Stupid. That doesn't make sense. You can't just do that and space it out like that, right? Why wouldn't they have just pulled them and done it the right way from the very beginning? Why? See, look at that. Why did it? Why? It's more of a problem than anything. I should have just went and got the good stuff, but thought I could save a buck, and then this is just like, what the, you know? I don't understand why one would do that. Why? Seriously. That means all that's got to come apart. You know? So I can put them on the right way. Is it even 8 feet? Yeah, it is 8 feet. You said this was like 6'8". I call bullcrap on that because I'm not even 6'8". Yeah, look at this. You got like, okay, 5'11". I guess that's close to 6 feet. But he said 6'8", which is kind of weird, because I can't have anything over 6 feet. We'll try to sort this out right now, actually. We'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some tools. This is literally bothering me right now. So fixing this problem is being more of a pain in the butt than I expected. I haven't got a clue why they would nail them like this. Who thought this was cool? So every time I try to take the slats out, they end up breaking. I end up breaking most of them, which is stupid. And one thing I just realized is that this is thin. The pieces of 1x that I have, well, obviously they're going to be 1 inch. That's like 1/2 inch. What am I going to have to literally mill these down? Mill down my 1x to put these up to make it look right? I mean, maybe it won't look so bad. I don't know, but
This is getting to be pretty stupid, actually. It's aggravating me. You know what I mean? Dude. Why couldn't they have just done it like that? You see that? You see what I just did? Okay. Why couldn't they have just put them on straight? Like that? Why? It's pretty stupid. Because now I'm over here doing this when I should be going and getting other material for the fence. But now we're playing this game of like nail the board in the right place instead of doing this crap. Waste of time. Hell, they could have used a brad nailer and they might have come out easier. I'm not trying to nitpick their job, but why couldn't they have just done that? Right? You know what I mean? Yeah, now I gotta take my time. I guess I get what I pay for, huh? But this is rough. I gotta mend it just enough and make it look good and get some paint on it. Oh boy. Oh my God. But we're gonna use what we have and try to fix these up. Yep. Somebody unsupervised was making these. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Maybe I don't have to do as much as I think. There could be a possibility that I could use. I'm going to be using that one for parts anyways. I might be able to just cut them and use that middle portion on that side on that one. I know you can't see it, but yeah, this is no good. Oh God. Yeah, he's like, I build and sell fences. Like, oh yeah? Well, I build bird boxes for a living. Even a bird would not be happy with their quality of work. I should put them on blast, but I'm not that kind of person. I'm just, yeah. I didn't even want to be doing this in the first place, and now it's like extra work that I'm doing. But the one good thing though is that these slats, they're not very wide at all, and this is kind of smaller, lighter material, so it's going to be perfect for it's going to be perfect for making gates because it's light material. Yeah, that's one thing I don't want to move back and forth is a heavy, super heavy 8-foot gate so I can get my trailer in and out, stuff like that. So this could still work out. It might work out in my benefit, but this is not working out in my benefit right here. So definitely not happy with the quality of work is what I'm getting at. Here's the extra ones that I got. I might be able to get one good panel out of it before I have to start making decisions, I guess. But even if I get this done now and get the material over here, I should still be able to come out ahead on progress anyways. See, when you think there's a gap, you get the top one, come down here and get the bottom side, pull it in and nail it. Not just nail it wherever it lays and just send it. That's not the way, that's not the right way to do it. But as long as I can just get it looking like a good fence, that it should be, because I paid for it, 25 bucks a piece, and well, I already got freaking $5-10 worth of work in this one already. Yep. There. Why, oh why wouldn't they just make it like that? Why? It's a spicy meatball, okay? Yeah. So like, what do I do with that? This piece be way bigger too. Just meet it in the middle. It doesn't look right. It looked a little better. Now that's not good. So what if I did take this wider one and just stick that in there, meet it in the middle, and then slap some wood on the other side of it, just to make it look, you know, inspiring. Don't criticize my work, okay? This is somebody else's mess up and I bought it. I'm just a victim here, okay? I'm the victim in all this. I could be scrapping all that metal on the bench that she don't like. But this'll do too. Yeah. It's pretty much ridiculous. It might work out in my... It might work out. I'm gonna run that side along. This is gonna be my starter one. It's gonna go over there, and I'll just drill it right to the wooden sidewall of the trailer, and then put a post there too. So yeah, maybe that will work out in my favor. Not this won't either. This is crap. I gotta fix that. So we gotta flip this thing down and see what we can't sort out down here. This material is very, very thin, which makes me think if I do use 1x, it's going to be even a problem right there too. We're going to use the knee saw right here. See how good the knee saw works? Oh yeah. There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh no, man. I got screwed. We're gonna get through it. Knee saw. There. I'll caulk them in if I have to, right? Alright. How does that look? A little bit better?
Yeah. I have to fill those too, but for the most part, that looks a lot better. It looks like a usable fence panel-ish. We'll get a couple of good panels. I'm still confident that this is going to be just fine, I think. It just needed to go tighter together like that. Why wouldn't they just do it like that? Were they skimping on materials really like that hard? I do my job right. Okay, so there's two semi-acceptable panels right there. We're gonna go from here. And we're probably gonna have a bonfire tonight. I gotta clean up this crap in the backyard, but all right, everybody. She's not that pretty, but it's a fence. It's what we needed. Could have been constructed way better, but it didn't. There we go. Boom. Anyways, me and Mason boy are thinking about going for a golf cart ride. What do you think, Mason boy? I love you. All right, everybody, we are off to go get the 4x4 posts and those metal Oz spikes. Again, that's what fastens these into the ground. So we have the fence line, we have the posts, we have the Oz spikes. We're looking pretty good, man. As soon as we get that permit, we're gonna slam that fence up so fast and be done with it. And it's not even a fence though. These two 8-foot pieces that I got, those are gonna be gates, if you can imagine it. One of them is gonna be on this side and it's gonna open this way so I can get in and access this area, swing transformers up there with the crane to process them and this and that and the other thing. And then the other side is going to be an opening for the trailer, my scrap trailer, to pull in and out with that. And there's just enough room to make each happen. And then in the middle of those two are going to be the middle portion of that fence right there. And then I'm going to have 4x4 posts behind it with hinges so the gates will hinge out. And probably a little wheel on the front of each front end of them panels. So yeah, light duty fence, but it's gonna come together. It'll be just fine. So I'm not really too worried about it, but we're gonna go get the 4x4s and those other pieces, and yeah, we will see you in a little bit. Yeah. Okay. All right, we are here to grab what we need to grab. These are Oz spikes right here. That's what I was talking about.
All right, that was all we needed. Yeah, those fit right in the car. See that? It's up on my glove box, but whatever. All right, we just got back with our materials here. We got our 4x4 posts. These are super nice treated ones too. It's a shame I gotta cut them up for this project, but we're doing it. Yeah, I already had all these, so boom. These ones unfortunately already have the Oz spikes screwed to them, okay, and well, basically they're caulked in too, so they're going to be hard to get out. But I think if I carefully get a ladder, I can climb up and then start smacking them in from the top. Yeah, if that made sense. But usually how you install these is you install the spike first and have a string line attached. This isn't too far of a gap to fill, so really I think we'll be all right. I got a gallon of exterior beige paint. That's what I decided to go with because it's what I have. So we're gonna do that. Tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm gonna paint these, seeing that they're basically ready to go. Ish. I said ish. Okay. So we got our posts, our spikes, our fence panels. We got hardware and screws. I think we're I even got little door hinges. So yeah, we're looking all right, man. I grabbed extra spikes, I don't know why, but this is materials from the last fence that I built, so it is what it is. But me and Mason are going to go for a golf cart ride before it gets dark. That's why I'm trying to get everything out of the car. I have a gallon of old beige paint. I'm pretty sure it's still good. Paint roller, brush, extra measuring tape, stuff like these things. So there it is. Give her a good shake again. I think a gallon would get this if I did it, covered it lightly. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah. No, not too bad. It looks good. It's not as... It's definitely shorter than the fence that's right there by quite a bit. Code is 6 feet or under for privacy fences. This guy put his up at, let me see here. Yeah, 6'4". He got away with being 4 inches too high on his. So it's gonna make mine look shorter. About 4 inches, see? It's even taller over here. Look at that. But whatever. I gotta fill that in that somehow. Yeah, whoever made this fence sucks at making fences. For sure. There's only so much I could do to fix it without having to tear them all the way down. But it's good enough. I'm happy with that. And then there's our extra panel. That's gonna be our center. We're probably just gonna cut and cut. Boom. All right. Me and Mason are going for a golf cart ride. Right, Mason boy? You wanna go for a ride outside? Whoa. Come on.
Oh, get down. I gotta turn it on, buddy. Get down. All right. Now get back on. Mason. All right. All right. Miles, get his laps in, you know. See what my valued viewers have to say about my last video. I'm sure there's a few comments at least. Oh yeah, 9+. Sweet. Okay, Keith Greiner 330. I haven't really seen him in comments, but anyways, it says you should put a large picture of what you have to hide on the outside of the gate. Yes. Keith, that's hilarious, man. I just might do that. Okay, next one. Okay, there is mosquitoes out here still, but that's not a bad idea right there. I think that'd be awesome. I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Great idea. Great idea. Yeah, awesome. Alright, my one and only merchant member says, I've had neighborhood problems too, and they suck. All you have to do is put up a fence and hope that will satisfy them. I'm shocked to see so many new cables in the trash. Good for you. Oh yeah, yeah. I actually got a pretty good bit of wire that last time I went out. I'm very happy for that, and thanks for your comment, man. I appreciate the comment. Thank you. It was a pretty good wire haul. All right, sweet. Okay, Peter says, just had a thought, build the fence out of scrap metal. That would be very poetic. Yes. Oh, like the metal fence in the movie Sandlot. I love that movie. They would probably fail the inspection though. Yeah, they probably would. Okay. Emil Kendrick says, your wire scores are why I'm looking for new routes. It takes me 30 to 40 days to collect 100 pounds of insulated wire from curb scrapping. 10 hours per week. Oh yeah. Curbsiding isn't really my game, man. I like to target commercial, industrial type areas. You just have to know which ones are scrap and scrap metal dumpsters, and you got to know which ones are the actual trash dumpsters. Just stay in the trash dumpsters. You don't want to get caught in the scrap metal dumpsters, because that's their money, that's their profits. Hey, stay here, buddy. But yeah, I guess maybe a bit of my advice is just, you know, try to scope out electrician places that have dumpsters that you can get into. That's probably one of my best pieces of advice right there. But anything in the field of construction, from the whole 9 yards of that aspect, are good ones to look for sure. Okay. Wow. I don't know what to say to that comment, to be quite honest. Ow. Mosquitoes. I'm gonna turn my light off. But yeah, I get it. I mean, you know, some days I strike out a lot too. But yeah, I'm gonna answer that comment when I get back to the trailer. But I answered a part of it just now. But I just I hope the best for you. Just don't give up, man. Believe in yourself. Keep looking. On a single given night, dude, I'll scrap out, or I'll go scrapping, and I'll look in 100 different places. I mean, not all the stops I make are on camera. All right. Yeah, next. Ah, mosquito. Quit biting me. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay, make sure you paint a giant hand flipping the bird on the fence, mate. I wish I could, man. I wish I could. That is hilarious, though. Yeah, they're picking on the wrong guy. I'm actually a really nice person, man. I just you know, some people judge me the wrong way when they get a first look. That's just how this world is. Okay, Patrick says, I believe 100% somebody called on you for doing what you do instead of talking to you. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think you are right. No, I can't say that. What do I say there? I mean, I think so too, to an extent. But I know my neighbors, and I don't think them to be doing stuff like that. It's just, I feel like I want to trust my neighbors, but I definitely see where you are coming from. Oh, well. Ah, fucking mosquitoes. But, yeah. I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from there. Not everybody can be trusted. But yeah, we're gonna pause right there. And I'm getting chewed up. Mason, come on, let's go. What's wrong? You okay? Come on, up. We gotta get the heck out of here, man. I'm getting bit like crazy. Whew. I got bit maybe 8 times. This ain't no way to answer comments, okay? Oh, man. Yeah, I got chewed up bad. Let's go this way. think I'll get stung up less right here. Let's keep going with those comments. Okay. Okay. Steve says, I couldn't live in a place where those kind of laws. I don't have to worry about any of that in Louisiana. Oh yeah, man. States down south, they really don't have those type of laws, man, and I admire the crap out of that, honestly. Louisiana sounds like home sweet home to me. Yeah, let me know, you know, if you hear this, let me know, Steve, if you guys have any kind of weird laws like that would keep you from scrapping. But yeah, we got a lot of stupid laws up here in Michigan. Okay, sorry about the blight, people. We had to put up a fence this spring because someone called the township on us, looks like because of working out of our garage, we may not have to put a fence in front of our garage, 16-foot door, and we live in the country. Wow, that's crazy, man. Dude, you would think and you would figure that if you lived far enough away from like the center village of town, and like, you know, you have like a long driveway and this and that like, you think they would leave you alone, right? You would think. But we have that issue here too. Wow, Dusty, I can't believe this. Or I can't believe this. It's one thing after another. But hopefully the fence will get them off your back. I think you have every right to be angry about it. And after the night you just had with your fines, definitely someone has called them. It seems a bit suspicious. Oh, Dusty, I hope the fence went up okay. Hopefully it's done with it being Friday. Well, actually, Leanne, I got everything I need here, and I have to wait till Monday on a permit because they are literally closed on today, like all Friday. So, yep, pain in the butt. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna finish up the comments inside, man. I'm getting all chewed up. So yeah, got everything we need to get started. I'm gonna paint the exterior part of the fence tomorrow morning, and that'll be a nice pleasant start to the day. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday, and then we got Sunday, and then Monday is fence time. So I got a couple days to think about how exactly I want this to go, but I got a good idea in my head, so we're gonna keep on keeping on with that. Yeah. All right.